When we think of the world's most dangerous health threats, we often look toward the heart or the lungs. But the most frequently diagnosed cancer in the world isn't hiding deep inside our organs. It's appearing right on the surface of our skin. Every year, millions of new cases are reported, and the numbers are climbing at an alarming rate. Perhaps the most shocking statistic is this. Over the last decade, cases of invasive melanoma have surged by nearly 47%. We are facing a global epidemic that is, ironically, almost entirely preventable. Yet, risk behaviors remain common, and the economic burden on families and nations is reaching a breaking point. In this video, we're breaking down why skin cancer is on the rise, the science behind the damage, and what we must change to stop this trend. The statistical explosion. To understand the scale of the problem, we have to look at the data. Skin cancer is no longer a rare diagnosis. It has become the most common form of cancer overall. While there are different types, like basal cell and squamous cell carcinoma, it's melanoma that has experts worried. In just 10 years, we've seen a nearly 47% increase in invasive melanoma cases. This isn't just because we are getting better at testing. It's because the actual incidence is growing. We are seeing more young people diagnosed than ever before, turning what was once considered an old person's disease into a cross-generational crisis. This steady increase tells us that something in our environment or our lifestyle is shifting faster than our bodies can adapt. The primary culprit. To stop the rise of skin cancer, we first have to understand what's causing it. The primary culprit isn't a mystery. It's something we see every single day. Ultraviolet, UV, radiation from the sun. UV radiation is divided into two main types that affect our skin: UVA and UVB. UVA rays penetrate deep into the skin, causing long-term aging and DNA damage, while UVB rays are the main cause of sunburns. Both play a devastating role in the development of skin cancer. When these rays hit your skin cells, they don't just cause a tan. They actually cause physical damage to your DNA. Over time, your body tries to repair this damage, but if the exposure is frequent and intense, the repair process fails. This leads to mutations which cause cells to multiply uncontrollably. That is the birth of a tumor. What makes this so tragic is that this cause is almost entirely preventable. Unlike many other forms of cancer that are tied to genetics or internal biological malfunctions, skin cancer is largely a result of external exposure. Scientists estimate that about 90% of non-melanoma skin cancers and a massive portion of melanomas are associated with exposure to UV radiation from the sun. If we simply manage our interaction with the sun, through shade, clothing, and sunscreen, we could theoretically eliminate the vast majority of these cases. Yet, despite knowing the poison, we continue to walk right into it. Human behavior and psychology. If the cause of skin cancer is so well known and so preventable, why are the numbers still skyrocketing? The answer lies in the complex world of human psychology and the social pressures we face today. For decades, popular culture has sold us a dangerous lie, that a tan is a sign of health and vitality. This sun-kissed aesthetic has become a status symbol, leading many to believe that looking bronzed is worth the invisible damage happening beneath the surface. This is what psychologists call cognitive dissonance. We know the sun is dangerous, but our desire to fit a certain beauty standard outweighs our fear of the long-term consequences. Furthermore, we suffer from optimism bias. Many people, especially the younger generation, operate under the "it won't happen to me" mentality. Because skin cancer often takes years or even decades to develop, the threat feels distant and abstract compared to the immediate reward of a tan or a day at the beach without the hassle of reapplying sunscreen. We also see a significant gap in risk behavior when it comes to incidental exposure. Many people only protect themselves when they are at the pool or the beach. They forget that the sun doesn't distinguish between a vacation and a daily commute. Whether you are gardening, walking to your car, or sitting by a window, the UV damage is cumulative. By the time the damage becomes visible in the form of a suspicious mole or a lesion, the biological clock has been ticking for years. Our psychology is wired to respond to immediate threats, but skin cancer is a slow-motion crisis that our current habits are only accelerating. The economic toll. The impact of skin cancer extends far beyond physical health. It creates a massive financial shockwave that hits both the individual and the national economy. When a person is diagnosed, the hidden costs start to pile up immediately. For the patient and their family, the burden begins with direct medical expenses, surgeries, pathology reports, and in advanced cases, expensive immunotherapy or radiation treatments. But the indirect costs are often even more devastating. We're talking about lost wages, the inability to work during recovery, and the physical and emotional strain on family members who often have to step away from their own jobs to provide care. For many, a single diagnosis can mean the difference between financial stability and deep debt. On a broader scale, the state and the national healthcare system face a staggering bill. As cases rise, governments must funnel billions of dollars into skin cancer treatment and management, money that could otherwise be spent on education, infrastructure, or medical research for incurable diseases. In countries with high sun exposure, the treatment of skin cancer is often one of the most expensive items on the healthcare budget. This is why experts call it a productivity killer. Every year, thousands of skilled workers are forced out of the workforce prematurely due to melanoma and other skin cancers. This loss of productivity hampers national growth, making skin cancer not just a medical emergency, but a significant economic threat that affects every taxpayer, whether they've spent time in the sun or not. Early detection and prevention. The good news amidst these rising numbers is that when skin cancer is caught early, the survival rate is incredibly high. The key to survival is becoming your own best health advocate. Dermatologists recommend a simple, easy-to-remember framework called the ABCDE rule to help you spot the warning signs of melanoma. A is for asymmetry. If you draw a line through the middle of a mole and the two halves don't match, it's a red flag. B is for border. Common moles have smooth, even borders. Early skin cancers often have ragged, notched, or blurred edges. C is for color. Most benign moles are a single shade of brown. If you see a variety of colors, like different shades of brown, black, or even patches of pink and red, take notice. D is for diameter. While melanomas can be small, most are larger than 6 millimeters, or about the size of a pencil eraser. E is for evolving. This is perhaps the most important. If a mole starts changing in size, shape, or color, or if it starts to itch or bleed, it needs professional evaluation immediately. Beyond checking your skin, prevention is your first line of defense. It's about more than just a bottle of sunscreen. It's about seeking shade during peak UV hours, typically between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., wearing UV protective clothing, and wearing hats that cover the ears and neck. Remember, there is no such thing as a safe tan. A tan is your skin's way of screaming that it has been damaged. By following the ABCDE rule and practicing sun safety, you aren't just protecting your appearance, you are quite literally saving your life. Conclusion: we've seen the data, and the reality is clear. Skin cancer is a growing global crisis, with cases of invasive melanoma rising by nearly 47% in just a decade. But we also know the truth, that this is a battle we can win. The sun is a part of our daily lives, but it doesn't have to be a threat to our future. By understanding the science of UV radiation, acknowledging the psychological traps that lead to risky behavior, and realizing the immense economic burden this disease places on our families and our nations, we can choose a different path. Don't wait for a diagnosis to change your habits. Start today. Use the ABCDE rule to check your skin, wear your sunscreen, and seek the shade. Skin cancer is the most frequently diagnosed cancer, but it is also one of the most preventable. Your skin is the largest organ of your body. It protects you every single day. Now, it's time for you to return the favor. Protect your skin, share this message with someone you care about, and let's turn the tide on these rising numbers together. Thanks for watching, and stay safe in the sun.